What is up, guys? Hypersonic42 here, and today I'm going to be showing you how you can build this beautiful mangrove swamp house in Minecraft 1.19. So these are the materials required for this build. The first chest here is just the wood. It's going to be some mangrove wood, jungle wood, and some other odds and ends. The second chest here is going to be like the stone and brick type things, and then the final chest is some add-ons, things to just make the build look a little bit nicer. Some of these numbers might be a little bit of an overestimate, but you're probably going to lose a couple in the process if you build anything like I do. So, better be safe than sorry. But with that out of the way, let's hop right into this build. The first thing you're going to want to do is find out where to build this. So I'd probably build in a mangrove swamp just to kind of fit the theme. And you're going to want to have about 16 by 20 blocks of space on the water to build this. Then you're going to want to go ahead and lay it out like you can see on the screen right now. The red parts are going to be posts holding up the structure, and then the rest just so you guys can see exactly how far apart to place those. You're going to go and replace the pillars all with mangrove logs and just do that all the way around. When you're doing this, you're going to want to make sure that the mangrove logs are going all the way to the floor of the water and then sticking out by one block, except for the two in the front. You're going to want those to be level with the water. Then you're going to go ahead and place a barrel upright on each of these pillars, like so. The next thing you're going to want to do is go to each of the pillars again, and on top of the barrels, place another mangrove log with a closed mangrove trapdoor on top of it. Go to the side of the build that has the dock on it and count 2 blocks out from the back and then 2 blocks more from there. And you're going to want to place 2 more pillars there. Same thing with the barrels, more mangrove logs, and then trapdoors on top of those as well. Then go ahead and fill in the entire area with jungle slabs on the top half of the barrels. Make sure to make the dock in the area 1 block shorter than the rest of it. You might also want to make a section where the house itself is going to go of dark oak slabs 2 blocks in from the back and from the right hand side, as you can see on the screen. Go ahead and add some stairs to connect the dock with the rest of the platform, and then fill in between the pillars with mangrove fences. Then, with a 1 block gap between the front of the build, place 3 more mangrove logs in line with the pillars going along the back. And extend all of those 6 pillars by 4 blocks up. Take a mix of stone brick stairs and polished andesite stairs and place them upside down between every single one of these pillars except for the left side of this build. And place them in between the pillars except for on the left side. Then on the layer right inside that, you're going to fill that in with a mixture of mud bricks and packed mud, a little more heavily on the mud bricks, and extend that up to the same height as the pillars. You're going to punch out a 3x2 section in between every single one of the pillars aside from the left and right side. Place 2 mud brick walls vertically in between, and then fill the rest of it in with glass pane to create 4 windows on each side of the build. Then place the ceiling 1 block in and 1 block higher than the rest of the walls out of dark oak planks, and just fill that area in completely. Make a 2x2 hole in the wall on the left hand side in the center, for the 2 doors, and then punch out the blocks 1 to the left and right and 2 up of those, as you can see here. Then you're going to want to outline the roof in deep slate tiles and polished deep slate, more heavily on the deep slate tiles than the polished deep slate. The front and back are relatively simple. Just place a row of deep slate tiles all the way across, and then for the left and right hand sides, follow the roofing pattern that I have here. Then fill in the entire roof aside from this 3-block gap here with the dark prismarine stairs and blocks, as well as a bit of oxidized copper if you want. Go back to that hole we made in the roof just a second ago and add some stripped mangrove logs as well as some mangrove planks, and then cover it up with the roof like so. Go to the side of the building that has the doorway and then place 1 layer in some mangrove stairs upside down. Then you're also going to want to place underneath the top 2 another set of mangrove stairs pointing upward. Then go ahead and fill in the entire rest of the front with the mud bricks and packed mud. Go to your windows and add next to each one of them a set of jungle trapdoors to look like shutters. Do the same on the window that we created at the top as well. Then go around and next to every single pillar, place a lantern hanging down from the rooftop. And while you're at it, fill in the back of the building as well. Then for the front and the back, you're going to want to go to each of those sections between the pillars, place a mangrove stair in the corner, and then a mangrove trapdoor right next to it to kind of create another little bit of trim. Go to those 4 holes we made in the building earlier and place a lantern in each one of those, as well as a mangrove trapdoor in front of it. Go ahead and add 2 mangrove doors in the doorway, as well as 2 upside down stone brick stairs. Then you're going to want to add a stone brick wall on top of each of those, then a stone brick slab on top of each of those, and on the top half of the block in between, add 2 more. If you want to make a kind of entrance to the build, replace those 2 trapdoors on the left-hand side entryway with 3 mangrove fences on each side and connect them up with 2 mangrove fence gates. Put 2 white banners in front of those, and on top of the whole thing, add some dark oak trapdoors. Next, you're going to want to go to the exact middle of the roof, go all the way to the back, and build up a chimney out of andesite and stone bricks. Next, you're going to want to add a few decorations. I put a flower pot in front of each of the windows at the front of the build, and then put a different item in each of them. Then underneath each lantern, I placed a stone button to kind of add just more detail. Next, we're going to add some details to the docks. I put a couple of scaffolding at the front, as well as a cartography table, and then a stone cutter and an anvil. Near the back, you're going to want to add 4 composters, and then on top of them, place a campfire, and then put it out using a shovel. Go to the side of the build that has your entrance and start making some stairs down out of jungle slabs. You're going to want to make these 4 wide, and if you need to add a little bit more dirt or mud to connect these up to the ground, you're going to want to do that at this time as well. On either side of the door, you might want to add a cauldron with 2 flowering azalea on top of it to act like some greenery. Then you're probably going to want to add a path going away from the entrance of your build to wherever it's going to connect up to. If the area is kind of hilly, make sure to add some slabs in between each block to make it a little smoother when you're walking across it. I also added some of the muddy mangrove roots in to give some variation. Next, you're going to just want to add some greenery around the water, like some wheat and sugar cane, to give it a little more life. As well as some lily pads, big drip leaf, and small drip leaf on the water. Finally, you're going to want to place a mangrove boat in front of the dock. Okay, now for the interior. You can lay out the interior any way you want, but this is the way I do it. Well, that concludes the tutorial for this mangrove swamp house in Minecraft 1.19. I really hope you guys enjoyed the video, and if you did, make sure to hit that like button and subscribe to the channel if you aren't already. We recently passed 100 subscribers, which is insane, and yeah, I actually haven't had much time to do YouTube videos recently, so you guys can consider this to be my 100 subscribers special. But yeah, I really hope you guys enjoyed, and I'll see you guys next time.